Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. It's a cold day.
It is a cold,
It's cold. Yeah, it's
fucking
cold.
day
There's,
out.
there's snow on the ground. It's so pretty.
Welcome to a winter episode.
Yeah, it's a winter.
Snowed in episode
Yeah.
of Just the Tips. They call me Aaron. They call me Small Hands. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Joanna Angel. It always feels weird
I
to
hate introing
I hate it, but
myself.
I see the other professional podcasters do it. So we're doing it. And welcome
we have
to
hopes.
a new episode. I feel like I should mention if you are watching this and you want to see our old episodes, you can go to gasdigital.com. Use promo code TIPS. And you get a 7-day free trial, and we get like a gold star in the office here. And right now, we are like at the bottom of the list of the gold stars. You know,
It's okay.
I mean, we're new. We're like
we
new
only
here.
have up to go.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only one direction to go from here.
We
That's
get,
up.
We get a gold star.
But it is true because
yeah.
one of my friends texted me and was like, "What the hell, man? Like some of your episodes disappeared off YouTube."
They didn't disappear. They went somewhere
yeah,
else. They have a new
so-
home now, and that home is gasdigital.com. If it's like 20 episodes before
So basically,
the one
a handful of the most recent episodes will be up on YouTube.
20.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
20 at a time.
Precise number.
Right. So if this is 20 episodes ago.
Right. And then anything older than that, you have to subscribe.
You have to subscribe to Gas Digital.
Okay. Now that that's
and
out
use
of
promo
the way.
code TIPS. Anyway, yeah.
We have a guest.
We have a guest. Ellen Stagg.
Hi.
A friend of mine. Someone I've known for many, 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 many years.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many years?
Like 100.
I want
That's
to
a lot of years.
say the first time we shot was like 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah. I'm going to say she's one of the first people to shoot me naked.
Ellen?
One of the first, like in the first handful. Definitely of the first 5. Oh my God, we should pull up a photo of the first time Ellen Stagg shot me. I feel like maybe if you Google search Joanna Angel,
Yeah, or you
Ellen
could even go to
Stagg
my
photos.
Yeah.
Or
you
what?
can go to my website.
Oh, what is your website? Let's give her a click of traffic.
Stagstreet.com.
Okay, and we can see. Ellen Stagg, has always been a cool New York City photographer. And she shot me way back in the day, and then she shot me very recently. She shot me, 16 years ago, and some nude photos, and then she shot me just the other day, getting railed in the butt for inkedvixens.com. I'm going to be signing at the Inked Vixens booth. At AVN. I don't know if
This probably won't even.
No, I think it'll go on guest, whatever. Somebody will hear, whatever. That's where I am. If you're hearing this and it's AVN or before AVN, come find me there. But
So wait, hold on,
yes.
Ellen.
Yes.
Can you take me back to this first shoot? Because
Well,
I don't really know much about it. Well, I actually know a few things from Joanna, but I want to hear from your perspective.
I don't know if you remember, but our
I actually
first
don't
shoot
remember.
was for my IFC documentary.
I don't
that Joe Swanberg did.
God, this
and
is
you
so
had
long
just
ago.
gotten a tattoo, and we shot you at the tattoo artist's studio.
Did we?
And it was a private
Was it in
studio.
New York or was it
no,
in
LA?
It was in LA.
Yeah.
And you shot me at a tattoo art. I don't even remember.
No, but the funny thing is, so I am friends with a bunch of the girls.
Joe Swanberg was like a filmmaker, right?
Yeah,
he made
he did
movies.
mumblecore.
He made a funny movie, right? Or
Yeah, he
like
did,
like about internet. Am I remember? I'm like, this is
maybe.
like, I feel like I'm getting like a lobotomy right now, and like little like flashes of something are going. Joe Swanberg, he made a movie. I feel like
He's made a couple. He made. Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at young
Look at
Joanna.
me, young
When she still had
Joanna.
pink in her hair.
Yeah, I had a lot of pink, and those are my natural titties. Yeah, they were very nice, but that was natural
I think that was our
titties.
second shoot together.
Yeah, that was in Los Angeles, right? We're in the look
Yeah,
at
that was in LA.
the big trees.
Yeah.
Trees
And sunshine.
Yeah. Look at that, trees and
But
sunshine.
yeah, Joe
were so
Swanberg did a movie called Nights and Weekends with Greta Gerwig. And this was also like Greta Gerwig, who did Barbie.
Oh,
Yeah, and they have a sex scene, many sex scenes in that movie, Nights and Weekends. So if you want to see Greta naked, Rent that movie.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm in the movie as a photographer.
She's probably like, fuck, people know about it. God damn it, when is that going to be behind me?
But the shoot,
Whatever,
but the
Barbie's all about
shoot I want to
empowerment. Yeah.
know about.
Yeah. And so
Is which one?
Joe Swanberg
Your
came.
first one.
Okay, yeah.
Joe Swanberg came to me and he was like, IFC wants to do a web series. This is like 16 years ago. And
So the internet first started.
Exactly.
basically. She was
And
like, a series on the internet.
I was like contacting a bunch of models to be interviewed for my web series. You were one of them. Asa Akira was on an episode, and she had literally just started doing hardcore that like year. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then Charlotte Stokely was another one.
And we're all still here.
Yeah. Ryan Keeley, Jelena Jensen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, the OG. And we're all still like friends with you.
Yes.
Look at that. That's like,
I was in Jelena's wedding.
wow.
Yeah.
No.
All still really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're the type of person we could not see each other for 5 years and then I could talk to you and it's like we never left or something. That's crazy. And you've always like done your own thing, I liked it that you dabbled in the big LA world of pornography. I from what I know, you shot for a lot of the big like Penthouse, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I shot for Penthouse, Playboy TV, Playboy.com, never Playboy the magazine.
Right. I think that, that's like a whole other.
I shot for Playgirl.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I shot Danny Wilde for Playgirl, and he was a pool boy, which I thought was really cute.
Oh.
I
Girl,
shot,
that's so fun.
and then
Danny Wilde.
Yeah.
Another
Danny.
blessed one.
He's so
blessed,
good,
yeah.
awesome. And then more recently, Hustler.
Yeah, no, you still. It's funny. You like shoot. You're keeping like magazines alive. Like she
Print media.
still shoots for magazines. Isn't that crazy? Like she shoots for like Hustler magazine. But that's why we haven't shot together all that often, because these magazines are still very old school. And they're like, I don't know, she has tattoos.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put her in an issue where where it's about tattooed people. Like it's so crazy. The magazine world is still like very.
They still want it to be 1970s.
Yeah. They still keep it very.
That's probably because the
old
only
school.
people who buy magazines anymore are in their fucking 70s and up.
People buy
Exactly.
magazines. It's crazy, but they do.
When was
and
the
I'm
last
very
time you
glad-
bought a magazine? Either of you, like paid for, or even just had one?
I haven't paid for it, but I do love buying books, art books.
That's different. That's different. That's
But
way different.
I don't even know where to buy magazines except for the airport.
No, I remember when I don't remember which one. Like I think we were in I don't know. We were in a magazine
We've been in
together.
Ink
Yeah, we've been in. We've
magazine,
been. I have actually brought a lot
We've
of
been in
magazines,
Ink
but
magazine.
whatever the last time was that we were in a magazine. I can't remember if it was me alone or me and you. Whatever it was, but I do remember. We were in LA, and I remember actually going to one of the only.
Barnes
Like
and
a
Noble.
like a magazine stand.
Oh, that one in the valley. That's
Yes. It's on like
the
it's in
corner,
Studio
yeah.
City. And I was like, that place has magazines, to go and look for it. But yeah, I was only going to get a magazine because I used to because we were in it, and I don't even remember what it is.
I have seen Hustler though at the airport.
Yeah,
too.
at the airport is. I was going to say, or the airport is like keeping magazines.
Yeah. But I thought it was funny to see a Hustler at the airport.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't buy that and like read
at
it on the plane.
Well, maybe if you get off the plane and you're like a businessman, you want to like take
guess
it
if
to
you're,
your hotel.
if you're in first class and you've got that divider,
true.
Oh, yeah.
you're free to
You could just
do what you want to do.
But I just thought like, okay, so you go buy a Hustler at the airport and go in the bathroom and jerk off, or go into the toilet in the plane and
Mile
jerk
High
off.
Club with yourself and the favorite
with your
starlet.
So wait, you were doing a web
Brian
series.
only reads it for the article.
Yeah,
there's
so
okay.
you are not the only one that doesn't remember that there was a video camera there.
I don't remember.
Two
at all.
of my
I remember
friends,
only you, Ellen. It's just me and you in the room. I don't remember that at all.
and I was 30
Actually.
then. So, and you're a couple years younger than me. So you
Okay,
were.
so I wasn't that young.
No.
Yeah,
You were
I
in
was
your
like 20. Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
my 20s. I was a baby.
She was in, I know. Now look at us now. But yeah, I shot you for the first time then, and then we did some content for Burning Angel with another model.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I remember
fun.
like you had a sex toy with your picture on it and you literally just opened it up and told the model, you were like, here, use this.
Look at that.
And I was like, great product placement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Was that the stockroom line? No, that was.
this
that
was way
much
before.
later.
This is like
yeah,
16
way
years
before
ago.
that. Yeah, I had a top. I think it was when my Top Go line just came
That's
out.
right,
I
you
used
had
to
that
have a
whole
Top
line
Go
of-
line. Yeah,
of
this
Joanna
doesn't even
Joanna.
matter because it doesn't exist anymore. So why am I even? I had a sex toy line with a different company. Now I'm with Fleshlight. But yeah, I used to have a whole. I don't even think Top Go's not even a company anymore.
Maybe they can find some.
It was really cute though. All the toys were black and pink. It was a whole line, and there were like dildos and vibrators and stuff, and it was fun. Yeah, I had it in my very, very early days.
So
But,
Ellen, did you ever want to be in front of the camera? Because I feel like you've been in the periphery of this industry for so long. Like, was there ever?
and have you ever?
Yeah, or
I have
you?
never done film, but I mean, there's topless pictures of me, especially because I went to college, art school in New York City in the late 90s.
So we were
that
all
was like
topless
part
then,
of the
yeah.
entry.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
like an entry fee to get in.
Especially in
Yeah.
art school. It was like every single one of my photographer friends were like, can I take pictures of you naked? I'm like, yeah, okay. Like,
But you never had a desire all these years working kind of in and out of porn and sexual type of creative space. You never thought that you wanted to do it or jump in.
yeah, I think I'm too self-conscious and I don't think I'd be a good performer.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think I would be like too in my head about it, being the Aquarius that I am. I'd be
Right.
thinking too much.
And because you're such an artist behind the lens, I imagine you'd be just picturing yourself back there, like looking at
Yeah.
you.
Or I'd be like directing the director,
Right.
like, you're lighting me wrong, you know?
Everybody loves that performer. As a director, you always love it when somebody. It was always a fun time when someone came in and wanted to move the lights, and it did happen. So we thank you for staying up.
Or they'd rewrite your scripts.
Yeah.
sometimes.
That, and that at least I was like, okay, you want this? You're saying this. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
fine. You're supposed to say these lines. You should make them sound like your own. If you want to rewrite them, that's
Yeah.
fine. But trying to tell the lighting guy where the lights should go, it's like a step. It became,
Right.
It's like, well,
I would be that person.
I knew a performer once, a male performer who would insist to the director on the furniture used. Like
but
he
to be
wouldn't
fair,
come on set if the couch was wrong. He would also demand that the baby wipes were in a specific place, and if they weren't, he would get very upset.
Was it just OCD?
No, to be fair, he was just, a male performer who was very like he did a certain thing in every scene, and that was kind of like what
Basically,
he
you
was
couldn't
hired to
direct
do.
him. He would just direct.
But yeah,
you.
as a male performer, I mean, the couch you use really can
true.
determine the scene. If they're going to give you like a very sinky
It's true.
couch, I mean, you can only.
I just remember there was a time you were directing him, and he looked at the couch, and you're like talking to him, and you're like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "It's okay if you want a shitty scene." And then you went and you like looked in the other rooms on the set, and you're like,
And I
"Okay,
was like,
you found a different
which
one."
couch
Yeah.
would you like?
Have you ever had to have, as a male performer, have you looked at a piece of furniture and you're like, yeah, no, that's not going to work?
Well, I'm not a diva. First of all,
you'll make it work.
I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior.
You are a warrior.
So
It's true.
it is really rare, and there's only been a couple times in my career ever where I've like said, guys, I don't think I can do this, or I don't think this will work.
And what was like an instance?
One was they wanted me to fuck on like a rock, but it was like, how do you say it? Dangerous. like really dangerous, and also there was no easy way to climb on it, and me and the girl are like butt ass naked, and they're
that's painful.
they're like, get up on the rock and get a blowjob.
And then
I'm
if
like,
she
how?
slipped and fell,
Yeah, and you know, and we're in bare feet.
There was
and
no
so,
room
like,
for error.
Occasionally, and actually, usually, it's when I'm concerned about like the safety of my co-star,
yeah.
even more than myself. I'll because I like a challenge. Like I'll get hurt sometimes just trying to do wacky shit. But yeah, so something like that, I'll say, guys, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's nice of you
if
to
they
stand up for your co-star.
Yeah, and at that point, I think everyone's like, yeah, okay, maybe that was a stupid idea. But, you tell me to hop up on this counter, get in the back of that pickup truck, climb in this tree as long as it's relatively short. I'll get it.
Yeah. It's an adventure.
Joanna, have you ever walked onto set and seen something you're like, no, that's not going to work for me?
No. I could do, but I do think for the guy, look, I'm a girl. I can do anything, I don't have to have an erection, so I've always been like, if the guy can do it, I can follow the penis, you know what I mean? So right. Also I had an advantage, I think, being small. You know what I mean? Like literally that sometimes there were just things
you can kind of fit everywhere.
Yeah. I could kind of be thrown around and, I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine. I could figure it out. I can make anything work. Really,
I have a rule on my shoots: we are not going to the hospital.
Well, yeah. No, I don't think I've ever been put in a situation where I thought a hospital would be a result of anything.
I was only
maybe like a scrape
twice on 2 shoots. Once for Playboy TV, the model said she was totally fine being photographed on horseback, and I thought I got a horse, and she was naked on the horse, and I thought the horse was going to be okay. The person who got the horse for me said that the horse was going to be tame.
She was naked on the horse.
Yeah.
Something sounds really...
No, it was a bad idea. But she got on, we're taking pictures.
Not even I guess a bikini? Because of the, like naked?
Naked.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess because of the flash, the horse just took off.
Shit.
And she's naked.
She was on it?
On bareback.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there was really nothing to hold on to. So there's it is a video of her just bouncing off the butt of the horse. And she contacted me and was like, hey, I need to go to the chiropractor. Can you pay for my car? And I was like, out of all the things that happen, yes, I'll pay for your chiropractor. And but then she ended up being allergic to the horse.
Wait, what?
And she got hives all over her vagina, her vulva.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a bad, but
it's
on Playboy.com.
Well, you know what? She could call herself a playmate.
Exclusive Playboy
really,
BTS.
That's,
Yeah, it was shot for Playboy TV, which I think is only shown in Europe. I have had.
Is it still a thing anymore? I remember
know.
doing something for Playboy TV 700 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think they just licensed it to some European companies.
Yeah.
Because I've had European fans be like, I love that show you were on. It was a million years ago. I'm glad somebody's still watching it.
No, I do know, and you always do your own thing, and you are definitely different from a lot of the porn. What are we going to call it? Wheel. You are not just a cog in the porno wheel, and there's nothing wrong with being that. But having lived in LA and been part of that, there's a lot of photographers, videographers. They go to set every day and they do a very similar thing. Some of these people, it's actually a weird, nice constant in life. It's if I ever go back to LA, it's these guys are still shooting me in the same 5 positions in front of the same wall, in front of the same, and they're really good at doing that. But these are photos meant for porn. I don't really know how else to describe it. They're photos meant for porn, and they sort of exist in this world. Where I'm not really sure what else they'd be good for. And that doesn't even mean I'm spreading my vagina in every single one. They're photos that scream porn.
Porn photos kind of have this look to them.
Yeah. They have this look. It's a little 90s.
Well, and it's a
little washed out,
it's
right?
Too lit. It's overly lit. There's no depth of shadow or it's it's all here.
It just really just shows off you and your body.
Yeah.
You're not showing off look at this great photo.
But I also feel they light it in a way where it needs very little retouching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's true because they know that the people who get it might not retouch it.
Exactly.
It's a thing, and you have never done that thing. You always did your own thing, and so I feel like you were I guess more of an artist,
Thank you.
And have you ever felt being in porn or when you were shooting porn, have you ever felt and you said you went to art school, which makes sense. I didn't know that. Have you ever felt your artistic integrity was stifled or anything, like shooting porn.
No, not in porn. The only time I feel like it was stifled is when I was doing more commercial photography.
Yeah, that's
Why-
like commercial
why-
photography for
anything.
company. So
Yeah.
you've shot a lot of porn and not porn. Like you've shot porn and like grapefruits and bananas.
Well,
on
I
a
never
table.
did still life, but
Okay.
I did like fashion, advertising. And the reason why is mostly because there's an art director on site and then there's like 20 other people and I'm not allowed to do me.
Gotcha.
Everybody wants me to fit into exactly what they need that day.
So you'd say porn actually let you
Be myself.
yeah.
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 Totally.
Cool.
Well, what do you liked if you had to kind of wrap it around? Like what have you enjoyed shooting the most? I know being in New York, I mean, we don't have like a porn industry here, so I feel like you've worked with just a lot of individual models. And I know New York has a very big, like, has always had a really big fetish scene. And you had told me a lot about some of the stuff you would shoot for these fetish models, which we should have some of them on the show at some point because they do such different stuff than us.
Yeah.
And people think I'm like a fetish model just because I've like, I don't know,
'Cause you have
worn
black hair and
latex. Yeah, I have black hair and I wear latex and leather
And you have
sometimes.
products through stock room.
Right. Yeah. Like, okay, I've gotten fucked in the ass in a latex dress on like a dark bench. That's like, whoa. But like, I'm not like a real niche fetish model doing
like a
like
lifestyle person.
Yeah,
or not, yeah, or nor did I get a following in these very specific scenes. So, and I know you've shot a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, I work with a lot of DOMs for pictures for their own site, but then also Hustlers magazine, Taboo, which is very BDSM.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I go at it the same way I would shoot you. I just
Right.
want to make beautiful photos and like make you guys feel comfortable and do fun stuff. I mean, Taboo is so much fun because I can be like, and now do you want to piss on something?
Right. Taboo is Hustlers. Right?
BDSM.
It's Hustlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I modeled for it years ago, I think. I wonder if what would come up if you Google
Yeah, like that's the only one.
Joanna Angel Taboo
Taboo.
magazine. I did it well.
They don't even have like an online presence though. It's
Right.
only
I
print
wonder if you'd even
magazine.
find it. I remember they tied me to a tree
Ooh.
and they put an orange in my mouth
Ooh.
instead of like a ball gag, and the orange juice was
Oh, that's
like-
kind of cool.
It was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. It was fun. But they were very like, it's so weird for BDSM. I don't know if that was still the same way. They really wanted like no makeup. Like they wanted
Oh.
natural. And I'm like, I don't know if
Just
I don't,
you and an
it's like-
orange.
yeah, I was like, I don't know if I was the right model for the shoot. Not saying, it just like, you know what I mean? It was like, I felt like the tree and everything. It just was a different look. Whatever. But anyway, do you have any, what are some of the more like, I'm not going to say craziest because I hate when people ask me, what's the craziest thing you've ever shot? I'm more unique or memorable.
One of my favorite shoots in the past like year and a half was
I felt like you were
actually
telling me about a few really interesting ones. Yeah.
was for Taboo magazine where I rented this location that looked like an 80s office.
Okay.
And I had the female dominatrix model dressed like the boss, and then she had her assistant and she like was doming him, but it was funny because he had a necktie on and like, and the dynamic of the bossing around the male assistant and like pulling his balls from the back and strangling him and, pissing on him and stuff. And I was like, what? This power dynamic really is exciting for me. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't getting horny during the shoot,
Of course
but I
you were
was
getting-
like,
I think it's
but I was
okay.
just
Yeah.
like, I was like, I like this power dynamic.
You were
I like-
excited.
Yeah, I was like,
your
this
brain,
is hot.
your brain was horny.
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Because I shoot very few dudes. Like,
that is true. Yeah, because I guess you
I don't say
shop
no
boy,
to
girl.
them.
Right? Yeah, it's just
But I
not
feel
very
like-
often. Dudes don't usually come in and do photo shoots.
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. But I also I like celebrating women, especially women in the adult industry, because I think it's like one of the few places where women have agency over their own bodies.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, because so many people don't understand that, and you are actually one of the people who has worked in both fashion and porn. And I haven't, nobody like the fashion industry hasn't really like called me or anything. They're not really banging down my door, and I'm not going to say like I've had that much, but I've had
done a few
small
things. You've done a few
experience with it where I've done some magazines and I was around other fashion models. Oh my God. I remember once oddly, we were talking about my toy line. This toy company, they would have like models, I guess, come in. I'm like, models. Like,
What was that?
Models come in to model, like, I don't know, for the, I don't even know what they were hiring for, but they would hire mainstream models outside of porn to like do some of their product shots or something like that. I don't really know. And I remember they were shooting me for my toy line, and I will never forget this. I don't know how much, if this will resonate with you. And I remember being on set with all these real models, and this girl was with her agent, and she was very tall and skinny, gorgeous, and like, but definitely too skinny. And she was like, I'm so hungry. I'm just so hungry. And she's like, I have to wait till tomorrow, and the agent literally said, I mean, this was a long time ago. I don't think they could do this anymore. The agent said, just wait till your shoot tomorrow and then you can eat. And I was like, as like a Jewish person that like loves feeding everyone, I was like having anxiety, and the porn star, was eating all the craft services on set. And then she said, take a bouillon cube, and the agent took a soup bouillon cube, and she's like, this will make you feel full. I started crying. I was like, are you okay?
No.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. And I was like, for people who think like porn stars like are treated like shit, that was the worst I've ever seen in my life. It was like, I'm not going to name names, but there is a porn performer who tried doing fashion modeling. She's 5'9", tall and skinny. And if I'll say her name off camera, but you probably know her. And I remember when she was trying to do like fashion modeling, she wasn't skinny enough. And the girl's just like a size 4. And I'm like, how are you not skinny enough? Yeah. And in porn, she was probably too skinny, you know, like, it's, and I like working with porn stars for that reason, because there's different body types, short, tall, fat, skinny, like any kind of body type, but women can have a choice. Like if you want to gain some weight, you can. If you want to lose some weight, you can. You're not being dictated by your agent or the company. And sometimes you are. Sometimes you are. I know there are girls, they're like, oh, if you want to be on this agency, you have to lose this. You have to look like this. You can't have tattoos. But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to jerk off to you. You could still very much, there's a million ways to make it.
Totally. And your fan base would probably jerk off to you no matter.
Yeah, they've seen me in many different ways,
Many different hairstyles.
They do, and they like it when I put on weight over the holidays and stuff. Yeah. They're like into it, and that's cool. That's nice. Yeah. It's nice to know that, But, yeah. But
then, like, for a woman like yourself to own your own content, to run your own business, like that's fucking awesome. And those are the people I want to be working with.
Yeah.
I want to be celebrating these women who are like, this is my body and what I choose to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So let's, first of all, I see you on the toilet here. So let's talk about what you chose to do. Pornographer and poop podcaster. I actually went on, you should.
Hey Poopy.
Yeah. Ellen has her own podcast.
I know,
it's called
Aaron
Hey Poopy. Yeah, he could. I went on there and I told some stories that I would never tell anywhere else. And I actually I felt so comfortable on the podcast. I was talking about things.
You were amazing.
And then when it came out, and then there were all these clips, and I was like, I don't know if why did I say? I get too comfortable sometimes, and I forget people are gonna, and I was like,
you told 2 stories that you even said I've never told these anywhere else.
And you can go and listen to them on Hey Poopy. I'm not going to say them here, but one of them was about you, but about me.
Is it the one
I don't know if you know it, but it doesn't matter. You can go. And I can't even believe I said it.
If you never told it, then I know. Then it's not the one that you already told.
You told a story that was dramatic on this show.
About poop.
Did I?
Yeah.
Which
on a boat?
That wasn't about poop.
That was more about prolapsing.
Yeah, that was prolapsing.
Yeah.
That's a whole whatever. I'll talk about.
Tell about that.
I'll talk about prolapsing all day.
Your asshole was clean.
Me talking about poop is like, I'm very uncomfortable talking about poop. So that's how comfortable.
Well, I already know some good stuff.
I want everyone to think I've never pooped in my life, But
you also gave really good tips on how to prep for an anal scene.
Right.
And you said a lot of performers come to you because you're really good at it.
Yeah, I remember someone said every performer that comes to set says, "Oh yeah, if you have problems with anal, ask Joanna Angel."
You've become Mother Anal.
Yeah,
I know.
Of
I'm
pornography.
But you also like had some chef
The butt whisperer.
text you like, "What's in your anal pasta?"
Yeah. It's funny things.
Which I ate your anal pasta
yes, I
before
do.
my colonoscopy, and I text you.
That's so funny. Did Ryan Keeley tell you about it?
No, you told me about
I told
it.
you. Okay.
On the podcast.
Wait, what?
Do you
What's anal pasta again? What?
Don't you remember every time I used to do like a very big anal scene, I'd be like, I'm going to make my anal pasta
I know
tonight.
you would call it that, but what was it? I can't
It
recall.
was
What
really
was it
just like plain pasta.
Like a little olive oil.
A
and
little
some
olive
chicken.
oil and like chicken, no like spices, no like garlic, whatever.
Right,
and
yeah.
I would always get the whole wheat noodles. Right?
I also remember
the healthy, so the quinoa noodles or whatever.
That's
the,
right.
The whole wheat ones.
Pasta made from like quinoa. Or
yeah, it was just nice and simple, and
Anal
like
pasta.
I'd always be fine
And
the
then
next day. So I started to tell everyone because so many girls would be like wanting to starve themselves. I guess I
Or
really
eat like gummy
don't-
bears.
What?
It's like bullshit.
I mean, gummy bears, it's like, okay, eat them like on set, but that's not
that'll-
dinner the night before, and that's not
Right,
breakfast, that's just
It's
like
not
something
healthy.
to eat, like to keep your sugar. But yeah, no, it's not.
Or like 90% of the time when I, as a male performer, show up to set and it's an anal scene and the girl is like, "Oh, I haven't eaten in like 2 days." Immediately, I'm like, "Okay, like I've seen this movie before."
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
And
like,
usually those are the performers too who might over clean out.
Yes.
And so they're in the bathroom for 2 hours. They're about to faint because they haven't eaten.
Yes.
And I'm over here like, oh boy, I need to send you to Joanna.
Yeah.
you need to take the anal boot camp school.
Yeah.
And you like also told us about the Starbucks protein.
Oh, the protein box?
Yeah.
I always buy the Starbucks protein boxes. I call it the anal box.
It's true. It's true.
I
works.
take out the fruit.
It's just the
Everything
high fiber,
else-
like
everything
biscuit
else in that
and the
box.
hard boiled egg.
I would buy like 5 of them if I know I'm having just like a long day on set. And just like, that's what I'd eat. That's my anal friendly meal.
If I ever see like the protein box in our like refrigerator, I'm like, oh, somebody's fucking Joanna in there. Maybe it's me, maybe it's not, but somebody is. Yeah.
Maybe it's
Her
myself.
ass is preparing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
But I need to.
maybe
I need to
it's
give
me and a
Joanna's
tool.
ass some extra credit because when we were early in our relationship and young and wild, you were always ready to go for anal. Like in real life, off camera, you would just be like,
I came ready.
stick it in my ass, like on a Tuesday. And
I came,
I just remember we had lots of
I know what to
wild
do.
anal sex,
Yeah, and I would just-
unscripted,
yeah.
unprompted, and you were like 99.9% of the time always.
100%.
Sorry, I coughed.
100 million.
You were 100% of the time perfectly like clean and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but like I mean, porno sex is hours long. Real sex can't be
Also,
hours. You don't really need to prep. The rectum doesn't keep poo in it. You're,
Right.
Unless you're doing a hardcore fisting scene, but you're,
Right.
like
Which,
I know
that's not
fisters.
that often.
Yeah, but I know fisters in like in
That's like
their
another
private life.
category.
Yeah. I mean, like if they're gonna clean out for that, but that's going into your colon. A penis is only going into the rectum.
Right, it's just
It doesn't have
taking a
dew.
peek,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like a lot of times if you're having anal sex just at night, it's porn sex, like they're going to spread your asshole's going to get spread open.
Yeah.
And a camera is like looking into it, and it's going to be a large dick that's, going to go all the way in
For a while.
Yeah, for a while. So that's a different story than like you're gonna like get fucked
Look,
in the
I
ass
was
by
just
your
giving your ass
boyfriend.
some credit.
No, I'm taking it. I'm taking
That's
it. I mean,
all.
I'd say if you're a girl and you like want to have anal with your boyfriend and you like feel okay. I mean, when you don't feel okay. Like, go in the bathroom and stick a finger in there, and if you're fine, you're good to have like boyfriend anal sex. Or like one night stand.
Yeah, I mean,
sex,
I love ass play. I personally, in my personal life, love ass play, and my new boyfriend's dick is very big. So
I know you told me. That's so exciting.
I know it's really lovely, but it's almost too big for me to stick it in my ass. So I bought a dilator kit to try to stretch it out a bit, a glass one, so I could. Because you even told us on our podcast that like a clear to just see. So I haven't gotten there yet. He's a new boyfriend, but like if he's gonna finger my asshole or do other stuff, I do go in the bathroom ahead of time and I'll finger myself and see if everything's okay.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
like
fine.
yeah.
But here you are on the toilet.
Yes. Well, when Sucklord did this action figure of me,
It's so cute.
he was like,
love
"What do you
it.
want it to be?" And it's a self-portrait, the picture I took, and I was like, "Well, I want my two loves
I
to
love
be
it.
on the
Look at
cover."
this. I
Wait,
think
your
it's
two
so
loves
cute.
are shit and
Poop
what?
podcasting and taking pictures.
She likes talking about poop and taking pictures, okay? Oh, and then there's a bunch of other naked photos on the back. Oh, look at that. Look at all these pretty naked pictures.
And so when I took the photo almost 2 years ago, because Sucklord and I talked about this 2 years ago, and he didn't come out with it till 2 years later. I was with my ex, and he walked in on me taking this self-portrait on the toilet.
like, what are you
And he was so pissed at me. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "It's for my action figure." And
You
he's
didn't
like,
think it was hot?
Oh, so you did
No.
actually take this picture yourself. Nobody like, oh, that's so cute. That it's like
It's
a mirror
self-portrait.
selfie.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Well, the camera's not taking it. I did it with my digital camera. That's like a little film
Okay.
camera. But I
But you
had
didn't
it on
hire
a timer.
someone to take a
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Oh,
He
look at
walked
that.
in on you.
But he was like, "Your underwear's out," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
spread vagina." Like
And it's
it's.
so who
I was
cares?
like doing it. There's that Jenny McCarthy.
I remember
yeah.
the perfume ad. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
think
God,
it's a
I
really
remember
cute
that.
picture.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank
I
you.
really like
Well,
it. And you're so
clearly,
happy.
he's an ex for a reason.
Thank you.
And the
Thank
toilet
you.
paper is going the right way.
Yes.
You know,
Very
that's really
important,
like, that
right.
is really important.
It is bamboo toilet paper, the only kind I like to use.
Oh, you use
Bougie.
bamboo toilet
Yeah.
paper?
Unbleached.
Where
So
do
it's
you-
better.
Where do you get it? That's not
subscription.
Bodega. Oh, okay. I saw that.
Yeah.
There is like high-end toilet paper out there.
But it's so much better for your vulva and bits and
Should
the
we- should we
unbleached.
be on a
we need to
should be on
treat
a-
ourselves.
And you know what the best part about getting it shipped? Like I just
It
do the
comes in
auto
like a
ship.
box,
Yeah.
right? It comes in a box with like.
But like the
flower
best
petals
part
on
was
it.
like I literally got this huge crate of it right as lockdown happened, and everybody was freaking out that there's no toilet
And you're
paper,
like,
and I
"I've
was
got
like,
nice
I've got
toilet paper."
tons of it.
You were just rolling around
Yeah.
in it naked.
Who wants to buy
Lighting
toilet
it on
paper off
fire.
of me?
Yes, you're like my bamboo toilet paper.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's better for the environment. It's better
is
for your
so-
hiney hole.
Joanna,
Yeah.
we need to upgrade our.
We need to upgrade.
our
We're just
TP game.
using like whatever they have at the bodega.
Yo,
I'll send you
and
a
I'll be
link.
honest, bodega
Bodega
toilet paper sucks.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, we don't like the
It's-
brand is like toilet
And,
paper.
and it's like I don't know how this even exists for toilet paper, but it's like stale.
Oh.
It's like not as strong as it once was.
Oh, this stuff is strong and it has two sides: a silky side and a grippy side.
what?
I'm
Yeah.
sold.
I don't. I gotta try
Sold.
this.
Yeah.
we have to go to her.
Unbleached
Yeah.
bamboo
Okay,
toilet
we're gonna
paper.
order.
And it's better for the environment because the big toilet paper companies are cutting down all the forest in Canada. And so it's like so fucked.
I feel like you need to be a spokesperson for this bamboo.
Yeah. I know they
I've
should-
been trying to get them to sponsor our podcast. So that's why I'm not
Right?
saying their name until that
yeah, yeah.
happens.
Got it.
I started looking at this book. Oh, this is beautiful.
And then this is my new book.
Oh, look, it's Laura.
Yeah.
There you go. It's Laura.
Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Laura.
Hi, Laura. Oh,
I shot that actually in New Jersey in Asbury Park.
Oh, look at that. New Jersey.
So what's this book
Yeah,
called?
so
It's
what's the book
free to
called?
be naked.
Free to be naked.
You can get signed copies on shopellenstagg.com.
And so how, like, this is a collection of your photos from like
The
how
past
many-
like 3-4 years, a lot of outtakes from Hustler and Taboo and Barely Legal.
Cool.
And
It's a gorgeous looking book.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
really pretty.
Hardcover.
Okay, now would you get like? What do you think? I mean, I know the answer, but is this an art book or is this a porn book or is it both?
I think both. If you
What
want
do
to
they call
jerk
that?
off
Erotic?
to it.
It's
Yeah,
it's an
it's
erotic
erotic.
book.
But if you want to jerk off to
But I
it,
was
go
gonna
right
say,
ahead.
So what do you think? I know what my answer is because I've had to answer it before. What do you think the difference is between art and porn?
For me, porn is to get somebody to wank off or get off on it. I think art is for the artists, and they don't care if you jerk off or not.
Well,
You
because
can jerk off to
Right.
art.
because
Okay,
in theory
yes.
you can
Okay.
masturbate to anything,
Yes, totally.
but porn is made specifically for the singular purpose.
Yeah, because if
of-
people weren't
Yes.
jerking off to
getting
your career, you'd kind of like, isn't that the
well, and it doesn't mean that porn can't be artistic.
no, completely.
Or because you can, and that's where the fun begins. That's where you can start
Right.
to blur the lines because I think it's just the intent. This
Yeah.
is intended for you to masturbate to, whether it's creative and artistic or whether it's just a white couch and bright lights and people fucking. And then this is meant for artistic sort of consumption. But if you start to get a little aroused while you're looking at it, that's cool too.
Yeah,
but the first intent is not
Yeah.
whip
I
your
think
shit
if
out
you
and jack
are-
off.
If you, what makes porn, the intent in making a porn is to get someone off. And if you make them laugh, you make them cry, well, I hope not, or, you do whatever. Other than
Happy
that,
tears.
that's fine too. But the intent, and I did realize at a certain point, I was like, well, it's not that hard to get people off, particularly men. No offense.
No, none taken.
It's not that hard.
pretty
So
easy.
I actually have so much creative leeway as long as I have like a few key things that I know give people boners and orgasms. They got to just hit A, B, C, and D. I can really do whatever I want around that. And they'll probably fast forward through it, but they also might not, So it's almost like
Have you ever shot anything?
I tricked my art into my
Yeah.
porn. I snuck it in there.
But have you shot anything strictly just for you and you didn't care somebody?
I know that's a
You mean
complicated
porn,
question.
or-
Yeah, look, I have definitely, over the years, I made a lot of porn that I knew was not going to be, that I knew would be a little difficult to jerk off to,
No, but like, have you ever
But I just
created
really wanted to
something?
do it, so I didn't care. However, I had to still check off certain boxes so it, could make some money.
Make some money.
So it could
I mean,
make
at the
some
end of the
money,
day, yes, I say I'm an artist, but I like to pay my bills.
right, yeah,
Like,
and so do other artists.
yeah. But like, I don't know if you guys read or saw Rick Rubin's book. It came out maybe the past year.
Oh.
And his
Okay.
book is
No, I
all,
wasn't aware
it's
about it.
really good. But his book is all about like, don't make art for yourself, don't make it for other people. And the most successful artists do that. And I'm like, yeah, but they're also successful.
Right,
And they
yeah,
pay their
once you're-
bills.
But that's almost impossible to do these days. And Burning Angel, we were a website, we started on the internet. Anything we did off the internet, like DVDs and stuff, was just a very like peripheral thing. I think the internet was made like it's a place where you can put your art on there and you can immediately see the reaction. Like I think that is an outdated thing to say because we live in a world where it's right away you're going to see what people think or how many people are looking at it, and you can get data so quickly. I think Rick Rubin is speaking from the time when an album would come out and it would take a while till you get reviews, and it's like, don't do this record. Who cares about what Rolling Stone says? Who cares?
No, but
That's
also like
different.
his
Yeah.
mission statement of the book is like make art for art's sake, and I'm like, yeah, but you're also making
Yeah,
money
you're also
off of
like
it.
a millionaire. like,
It's
I mean, I have made art
Then-
for art's sake,
Right.
and I've showed some of it at galleries, or I didn't show it at all, and I was really happy with it. But at the same time, I need to pay my bills.
right.
Look, I do currently make art for art's sake. I have a band, Soft Faith. Make sure you check us out on Spotify.
Right. And don't worry, it doesn't make any money.
No, it does not. No, it does
It's
not.
very artistic.
But I'm doing
fulfills you.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm getting, other than money, I'm getting so much out of it because I'm doing what I want. My vision that I have in my head, I'm bringing to life. And really, the only thing that sometimes I kind of struggle with is because I'm so known for this other thing, porn, sex, fuck my dick, whatever. It's hard sometimes to convince or to get people to also come on over to check out this artistic, just purely artistic thing. And it's kind of cool because I have this big audience that I can show my art to. But sometimes I'm like, man, I wonder if I was only known for art first, and then porn.
But
second.
you did have a band before you.
Yeah,
were in porn,
I've been
right?
in bands since I was like 17 years old.
People have a hard time.
People have a hard time
understanding when.
They have a hard
in
time with all
porn-
that stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm known for shooting naked ladies. If I were to shoot you, people would be like, you shoot dudes too? And I'm like, he's a human being. I can photograph.
Or let's say you shoot a music video or
which I've
a
done.
band. They'd be like, you know how to shoot other things?
Yeah.
Or people just put
or even
porn
having
in
a
this
poop
box.
podcast. People
Yeah.
are like, you could shoot naked ladies and talk about poop. And I'm like, wow, I can do different things.
People really have a hard time
and it's
understanding
changing
people
slowly
in porn
for the better.
do other things.
But it is still kind of a funny, like, oh, I know that if I put out, something on Pornhub, it'll get millions of views. And I put out a song and it gets a few. It gets,
it's
a couple
getting
thousand,
more.
couple
Every
thousand,
day
growing
it's
every
getting
day.
more.
Yeah, but it's fulfilling something in you.
I would do it even if it got no views. And
Exactly.
that's why it's pure. I'm just doing this because it's, Joanna sometimes thinks I'm insane because I'm so obsessed with holding on to that part of myself, and I will not let it go. I have to always create things, even if no one's listening or paying attention, because it's like kind of what keeps me alive in a certain way. And so I wish it would make some fucking money, but that's what the porn's for. Hey,
Oh, Aaron,
But
are you
like
okay?
that's how I felt when I was doing more commercial photography in my early 20s. I got to a place after a couple of years where I was kind of depressed. And I was like, oh, because I'm not actually making any art. And like I am an artist and my soul from the beginning of time. And if I'm not making art, who am I?
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What is this?
I got depressed after I sold Burning Angel. I did get depressed, but that's a whole other thing. I was like a director. I had a directing contract with a company and it was the first time in my career I was directing porn that I didn't write myself. It wasn't my vision. It wasn't, I didn't really, I was like I used to say, I'm like a drive-through window now. Like the company just told me what they wanted and I made it happen, and I was very like just kind of checking off boxes.
Soulless.
Yeah, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I really hated it.
And you were making money, but you probably wanted to get back into
Yeah, that
doing
was when I was like,
stuff
I don't really want to do
makes
this
you
anymore.
happy.
I thought it would be easier or something, or also they were, they had promised me I was going to have creative control, and then I didn't. But that's a whole other story.
That's why it's always
I felt soulless.
It's
and
always
weird.
better to make a
Yeah.
little bit less, but enjoy what you're doing more. Or if that can't happen, you should be able to make money in maybe something that you don't love or have really a passion for, but make sure you carve out a section of your life to do the passion.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, cool, well, my bills are paid, and now maybe that's the reward that now
Totally.
frees me up to do this thing.
Totally.
But you should definitely never just solely take the money. It'll crush you.
Yeah.
It depends how
Unless
much.
it's like, yeah.
I mean, money makes a lot of people happy, but at least have some kind of hobby. I mean, like you do your baking and cooking with your sister.
Cooking.
Yeah, I
in
love that cooking in Brooklyn.
I mean,
you know
that's
what?
like an
It's-
outlet for
It
you
is.
to.
Fortunately, a lot of the things I like, and I love writing little like comedic skits. Like we did which I'm able to do now, and I could put them on TikTok. And sometimes they get like no views, and that doesn't matter. So I guess that to me, like when it
that's
comes
for
to
fun.
that is for fun. Fortunately,
But
a lot of
like-
the things I like to do, there is a space for it that can be profitable. And I guess for me, look, if I'm not putting money into something, I don't care if it doesn't make something, but like at a certain point, I can't.
You need a little return
If
on
I have to put a
investment.
lot of
Yeah.
money into something, I have to have some kind of plan to at least make it back.
But cooking
'Cause I'm
in
not rich enough to
Brooklyn
do that, yeah.
makes you happy.
It
and you
makes
get
me
to
very
spend
happy.
time with your sister.
I do. I love it. And Ellen has shot some episodes of
And
Cooking
they're
in Brooklyn.
hilarious.
Oh God! And Ellen has shot the most train wreck episodes. So funny.
I just
They
need
were
to
like,
say to
yeah.
everyone out there, if you have not watched Cooking in Brooklyn yet with Joanna and her IRL sister, Sarah
Yeah.
Screams, it's my favorite show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am the number
Watch
one Cooking
it.
in Brooklyn fan.
Definitely
It is
watch it.
so unintentionally
It's
funny.
unhinged.
It is
Yeah.
It is,
so
yeah.
funny
Yeah.
and such a mess.
Yeah, it is. It's wild.
It's gotten
It's wild.
less of a mess. We actually have gotten it down.
Oh, I think the mess
shoot.
would-
Yeah,
No,
but the
yeah.
mess is
So
good.
fun.
I know.
Don't
I know.
don't tighten it up too
I know.
much.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. I should get some more complicated. I was like, I'm going to pick easier recipes.
You
Anyway,
think
we can
this
talk-
show is ADD and all over the place? Wait till you see
there's
cooking in
two
Brooklyn.
of us.
All right, I think
yeah.
it's.
Speaking of art and stuff, we
it's
are
haiku
going to
time.
write a haiku. Everybody go check out Free to Be Naked by Ellen Stagg. Where can we buy this?
Shop Ellen Stagg or stagstreet.com.
Shop Ellen Stagg or StaggStreet.com. Can people buy this? Or
Yes,
is this just,
they can
this
get that
just
too.
Me? I have the only one.
They
Is that-
have it on my shopping cart too. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can go to Ellen's website and see photos of me from 16 years ago and see
Yeah.
my natural titties and my pink hair and all of its glory.
And a lot less tattoos.
And a lot less tattoos, but I was still known as like the most tattooed girl in porn, which is so crazy.
Wild. Let's
Let's write a poem
haiku.
because we're all about art. This
Yeah.
is the art episode.
This is the art portion of our podcast.
Yeah, this is-
at the end of every episode.
Well, no, this has been like this episode has been
Yeah, the
about
whole-
art.
yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
know we're ending it with art.
All right, you wanna
we do
start?
these episodes. We do these haikus
So,
as our
yeah.
passion. They don't make any money.
So for the-
these haikus make $0.
They make nothing.
Publish a book.
But one day we're going to release a coffee table book of
and
everyone.
that will make $0.
So Ellen, just in case you're not aware, a haiku is a 3-line poem. It doesn't have to rhyme, but it needs to have certain syllables. First line is 5 syllables. Second line is 7 syllables. Third line is 5 syllables. We're each going to take a line.
oh shit.
So Joanna can start. I'll take the second, and you will be last. So you need to think of a 5-syllable line.
And they need to go together.
No, not really. Just something,
it's
something about
a
the show.
poem.
You'll
It's
get it.
abstract.
About the show.
Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
Ellen, you're
Just
an artist.
You'll get it.
This
You'll
is
get it.
abstract. You know.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's always so much pressure to go first. Okay, what inspired me in this episode? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, let's just make this after her book. So it's 5-7. Free to be naked. Free to be naked. I cheated,
Oh, that's
yeah.
good. That's
free to
cute.
be naked.
Free to be naked. Okay, free to be naked. All right, now it's up to me. Bamboo teepee butthole happy. Wait, did I do it right? No, that was too many syllables. Fuck. Oh wait, bamboo teepee butt happy.
Oh, that's
Yes, that's
good.
7.
No,
Yes,
bamboo TP, but
Happy.
happy is 2 syllables.
bamboo teepee butt happy. 7.
Why did I feel
7.
like
Brian, fact check us. Who's right? Who's
nailed
wrong?
it.
I nailed it. Brian says I nailed it. Okay, so
bamboo TP, but happy?
what was the first line again?
It was free to be naked.
Free to be naked.
Bamboo TP, but happy.
And now take us home, Ellen.
Or
with it-
what about
with it.
happy butt?
No,
bamboo
Joanna,
TP.
Joanna,
happy butt.
Joanna,
okay,
no.
right, butt happy.
Give me my autonomy of the line.
But butts with 2 T's,
Oh
not
my
1 T,
God.
right? 2 T's.
It doesn't matter.
It does
doesn't change
matter.
the syllable.
It does. No, I just want it.
But
It
with
does
2 T's,
matter.
like my butt, like my butt.
Yeah, I know. Okay, with 2
So
T's.
it's
thank
free to be naked,
Mm-hmm.
bamboo
Bamboo
TP,
TP,
but
but
happy.
happy.
And mine is shoot Joanna.
you. But shoot Joanna.
Shoot Joanna again.
Oh, oh, look at that. And we will continue to shoot again and again and again until I'm 100 years old.
Yes.
And then even after that. We'll just
Well,
keep
make sure
shooting.
everyone check out what is it? What's the poopy
The
podcast?
Poop Podcast is Hey Poopy.
Maybe you should
HeyPoopy.com.
And can I please be a guest?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, please come on.
Okay.
Tell me everything about buttholes. Yours, the buttholes you've been in.
I got a lot of stories.
Yes.
Hope you got some time. Okay,
Oh,
we
we
will,
have time.
we will catch you on the next.
Yeah.
The next
Thank you,
episode of Just the
Ellen.
Tips. Thank you, Ellen.
Bye.
That was fun.
Yay.
Good
Let's take
stuff.
some pictures.